When banks intentionally deny credit to lower income and minority neighborhoods, it's called redlining. And over the last year, our Banking Below 30 reports have revealed the many ways that redlining is alive and well in Texas. And we've introduced you to people like James McGee. He's a former bank compliance officer who runs a nonprofit that reinvests in historically underserved neighborhoods in southern Dallas.
Your profile's a lot higher through these stories, isn't it, than it used to be?
Yes, it is.
Has that been helpful for you?
Yes, it has.
Lately, James has been focused on a 22-year-old piece of legislation that created the Texas Community Reinvestment Work Group. Its mission is to develop strategies that encourage financial institutions to lend money to Texas's low-income and moderate-income families and individuals. The work group pulls together powerful state agencies like the Department of Banking, the Comptroller, and the Department of Housing. Also at the table are federal bank regulators from the Comptroller of the Currency, the Federal Reserve Bank, and the FDIC.
What do you think about that concept in general?
I mean, I think it's a great concept. I mean, I'm very impressed by the concept, and I think collectively working together is for developing a strategy. I mean, it's how you move technically the entire state forward.
But as James discovered, there's a problem. By law, these state agencies and federal regulators are supposed to meet quarterly and look for ways to improve access to credit for low-income and minority communities. But in reality, they haven't met a single time in the last 4 years.
So why did the group stop meeting? Well, a representative of the Texas Comptroller's office said because it no longer served a purpose.
The fact is, you've got to have someone, persons from the legislative branch of government saying, hey, you have a responsibility to do this, and you're not doing it.
After Democratic State Senator Royce West intervened, state officials have agreed to reboot the work group. West says he expects the group will collaborate with the banking industry to recommend new rules and legislation that encourage banks to lend.
Has the reporting elevated the conversation?
Yes, because again, they knew that the eye of the media was on them, frankly. And how can you justify having something put in law back in 1999 and it's defunct?
But this time, it won't just be bureaucrats and regulators at the table. James McGee will be there too. He's been invited as a special guest for his real-world perspective about how banks deny credit to minority communities and how to fix the problem.
Is it your feeling that there's real potential in this working group?
Yes, I think there's tremendous potential, in this working group. And I, hope they will continue to, invite me back and so we can work on a strategy together and then execute that strategy also.
The group's first meeting in 4 years is scheduled for January. I'm David Schechter reporting.